Hi everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I want to share some projects that I made for the KSCraft Lovers store. I am on their design team and I recently received the September release. Lots of great dies. I made a few projects. I'll have many more to come, but I wanted to pop on and show you what I've made so far. So all of the products will be listed below in the description box with links, and I will provide measurements, and if you have any questions, of course, let me know. So let's get started with the first project, and this die set is called the Christmas Tag with Flap, which is awesome. It makes a tag that has a lift up flap. So you could put in a picture, you could put in like a to and a from, whatever you want. I think it's a really fun feature and something different. So it comes with all of these pieces. I forgot to pop out that circle, but it comes with this layering piece back here that has a really pretty like eyelet lacy edge. And then it comes with this inset piece which cuts out the flaps. So it scores the top line but doesn't cut it, and then it cuts all around it. So you lift it up that way. And then it comes with this layering piece that is a really good size rectangle that will be good to have in your stash for, other projects as well. But you could use this to cut out something for underneath your tag, or you could put it on top of the flap itself. I meant underneath your flap, but you could put it on top of your flap too. And there is stitching all the way around this piece, which is great, including the little hole that cuts out for the tag. But it does come with this little like reinforcement die that you can cut out of coordinating paper and put over that as well, just to make it a little more sturdy. And then for a nice touch, it comes with the dies for ho ho ho, 3 different ones, which is great. You don't have to keep, cutting out ho to make it ho ho ho. And then it comes with shadow pieces as well. So I made 2 different tags. One of them uses the ho ho ho, the other one does not. Let me show you the first one. So this is the tag that I made. I made this with Frank Garcia's Candy Cane Lane collection. And as you can see, I used the ho ho ho, and it fits perfectly on the front of the flap. So let me just show you the different papers that I used. For the back, I used a just a regular pink cardstock, and it cut out beautifully all the different, they're kind of like little hexagons actually, if you could see that cut out, which is really different, I thought. So I cut that out twice. I also cut it out of some heavier cardstock for the back, just to make it really nice and sturdy. For the inset piece, I used Candy Cane Lane paper, and you can see the nice stitching that it leaves. And then for the flap itself, I used that rectangle die, and I used that same cardstock that I used on the back. And I used that same pink paper for the shadow, and then I used some white glitter paper from Walmart for the ho ho ho. These are puppy stickers from Candy Cane Lane, and I did add a little bit of diamond stickles to them just to make them a little shiny too. And I used that same white paper to make the reinforcement, and some Dollar Tree organza ribbon. So if you open it up, I stamped a little to and from. That's from Impression Obsession. It's just a stamp that I have in my stash, and I thought this would be a great way to make a gift tag for Christmas. So it was really easy to come together. Everything cut out beautifully, and I think it's super cute. So there's that one. The tag itself, let's measure it in inches, from top to bottom is about 4 3/4 long. And then from side to side, it's about 2 3/4. So a really nice size for a gift tag. You could even use this as an embellishment on a card. I like to put tags on the front of cards. I think that's a fun way to use them. So there's that one. And let me show you the second one I made. This one, I did not use the word dies. I used a piece of, I think this was a cut apart from the Candy Cane Lane collection, but it just fit perfectly when I put this rectangle around it. So I just cut it out, and that way I didn't have to do the individual words. So this is also Candy Cane Lane paper. And there's that same paper I used on the back. I used it on the front of this one. And then on the back, I just used some white 110-pound cardstock to make it nice and sturdy. These little gingerbread guys are from another die set I'm going to show you in a few minutes, but it's called the Christmas Sequin Shaker Bits. So it cuts out these perfect little sizes of gingerbread men, and then I just added some Nouveau drops to look like, you know, like little candy buttons. So there's that one, and the inside of this, I put a little cut apart from the Candy Cane Lane collection, and it just says Christmas list and has spaces for journaling. So this would be great also as a gift tag, or it'd be great in a scrapbook, you know, just something fun and interactive. And since the paper that I used to cut out the layering piece, the red piece, was double-sided, I didn't have to add anything there. So came out really cute, right? So those are my 2 Christmas tag with flaps. I really like that die. I think that's really unique. All right, so getting to those gingerbread men that I just showed you. This set, the Christmas Sequin Shaker Bits, it comes with all 4 of these die plates. It comes with these cute little gingerbread men. It comes with sleighs, reindeer, and reindeer heads. So, you know, there's the reindeer head, and then this one is like the profile of a deer like flying. So these cut out really, really well. Let me show you what they look like. You saw the gingerbread men, but here are some more. And I cut them out of, this is almond cream basil paper, which, you know, I use all the time. And you can really see the embossed details on that. See the little eyes, and then like frosting kind of on the hands and the feet too. But if you want to cut them out of glitter paper, you won't get that embossed detail really, but it still looks super cute. So I cut them out of some glitter paper too. And they cut really, really nicely. The gingerbread one cuts out 15 at once, and the sleigh cuts out 16. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 here, and 15 of the both of the deer. So, you know, run it through one time and you have all those different little embellishments. These are the little deer. I cut these out of pink shimmer paper from Michaels, and I just wanted to cut them out of different materials to show you what they look like. So I love to use shimmer paper for things like this, because if you want to add them to shakers, it doesn't matter if they're like flipped over or not, because it's double-sided. So that's a really cute reindeer too, don't you think? Great for to add to embellishments. So there's that one. And here are the little deer heads. And what's cool about these is the eyes and the nose can pop out if you want them to. So some of them I did pop out, others I just left there. So it's up to you what you want to do. This one I just used some regular like thick cardstock just to see how it would cut, and it cuts out really, really nicely. This one is just white on the back, but that's the front. Get back here, you. And this is aqua cardstock with little gold dots on it. So there's that one. And then the last one, I cut out the sleighs out of some matte gold or matte silver paper, and it embosses a cute little like star there, which I thought was really, really nice. And again, everything cut out nicely, even this little hole here above the railing, cut out really nice. So hardly any problem, actually no problem at all trying to get everything out. So really cute die set, and I'm glad to have this in my stash. You know, you can, like it says, use it for shakers, but you can use it for lots of other things as well. So let me just give you quick measurements of these. The little gingerbread guy he's about 3/4 of an inch long by 5/8 of an inch wide. So a really nice size, you know, not too small, but not too big either. So it's versatile, and they're all going to be about the same size. Yeah, that one's almost an inch, but you know, they're all scaled about the same. So there's that. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. So I have the Winter Owl Shaker, which is really fun. Oh, sorry, bumped my tripod. It's really fun because you don't see, I don't see too many owl die sets, and this one makes a shaker, which is really nice. And the top part of it kind of like leaves a lot of space for the paper, which I like that, because you can use a paper that has, you know, a little bit more pattern on it. Or if you want to use plain paper like I did, you can really see the stitch lines, which I like that a lot. So I use some pattern paper for the background and solid paper for the front, which I'll show you. So this is the background piece, which if you want to make it into a shaker, you also use this die here, this outline for the acetate. It cuts out eye circles. Again, another a good die set to have in your stash, some circles. There are stitched wings, there's a little beak, and a scarf too, which I thought was a nice touch. I did use that, but you really don't have to. So there's that, and then I also used in this project this one called the Big Spiderweb Doily. And you can order this in either the large size, which comes with these 3 dies, or the small size, which comes with these 3 dies. And the interesting thing is that the small size, this like flourish piece in the middle of the die set, it's bigger in the small size and then smaller in the large size. So by large size, it means the doily itself. So yeah, they look like spider webs, definitely, but I was thinking that they look like just like lace doilies too. So my project that I'm going to show you, I used a small size doily just to make it look like something not a spider web. And I really love the shape of these. The outline doily itself does not cut out the middle, so that's very nice if you want to just cut this out and then layer things on top of it. It does leave a stitch line though, which is really nice. If you want to cut out like a frame, just run it through your die cutting machine with this in it also, and that'll cut out the inside. And you'll have another circle here that has stitch lines around it, which is also great to have. So let me measure the large one because I did not cut that one out, and I'll show you the smaller one. Okay, so it's about 5.5 inches across, which is a great size. And the circle die set or die inside is about 3 7/8. And then this flourish is really cool. I used it as like a background for my owl, and it's just a really nice like layering piece, I think. Or you can layer a bunch of them together, even these 2 together, and make like a more dimensional flower. So anyway, the flourish here is about a little bit over 3 inches. So, but I'll show you the one that I made. All right, so this is the project that I came up with. And let's start with the spiderweb doily. Right, don't you think it looks kind of just like like a tatted doily? I don't think it necessarily screams spiderweb, so that's why I included it here. I used some white shimmer paper to cut it out. I did have a little bit of a hard time cutting this out. I'm not sure why. I had to use my precision plate and a paper shim or 2 to try to get it to cut all the way out. So just be aware if you have this die set, that might happen to you too. I don't know, it depends on what machine you have, what sandwich you use. It's not, I mean, the die will cut. I just had to really squish it down to cut all the way. So the circle that it comes with, the stitch circle, I cut that out of some paper. This is Holiday Romance, that new 6x6 paper pad that I got from Michaels. Actually, all these papers are. So I used that for just like the, overlay of the doily. And then this is a piece of ephemera from that collection. I thought it looked really cute, just popped up on some foam tape here. So that's the back of it. And I guess it'll be hard for me to tell you how, well, no, I'll measure it across to tell you what the diameter is. So that's just a little bit over 5 inches across. And then the circle is a little bit over 3.5, maybe 3 5/8. So a great size for a bag topper. This is just one of those cellophane bags that is sized for an A2 size card. So it'd be perfect to add like a, card in here, or just gifts for your crafty friends. This is what I included, and this is the cute little owl. Isn't he so cute? Now he is, let's see, well, I'll measure from the top of the head to his feet. It's about 3 3/8 approximately inches long. And then, is that the widest part? Maybe this is about 3 inches across. So look how cute he is. The eyes were so easy to do. You just cut the big circles out of white, and then you cut the eye die out of, well, black if you want to make it look like a traditional eye, and it cuts out the circle there. So you could just position them whichever way you want the owl to be looking. I used some pink shimmer paper for the little beak or nose. I guess they're beaks on owls, right? They're birds. And then, yep, this the paper in the background and the wings and the scarf paper, those are all from the Holiday Romance collection. And this is the purple is AC cardstock from Zulily. So, and then there's that flourish in the background that I used from the small die set, and I think it just adds a really nice touch. I use that matte silver foil that I use all the time, and I glued it onto the background paper with just a removable pop dot, so you know, whoever gets this can take it off easily and put it on their own projects. And I think it's a really nice presentation, and all the colors look nice together. And like I showed you before, that's what the back looks like. So let me know what you think. Does it really look like a spider web? Am I crazy for thinking it looks like lace? Maybe if you didn't know it was supposed to be a spider web, it would look, you know, not so Halloween-y. But I think in the context of the Christmas collection, it really does look like lace. So I think I did all the measurements, right? Yep. I did the measurement, showed you all my projects, so that's it for now. Oh, let me show you quick before I go. See this little thing this space that cut out of the owl? It made this cute like little bunny shape, I thought, or yeah, looks like a bunny head, doesn't it? So I saved the purple part and then the Dollar Tree foam board, which I used to make the shaker. And I'm just going to save this and put it in my Easter bin to, you know, use it for a Easter project. And hopefully I'll come across it at Easter and say, oh, good, I have a bunny face already. So this would look good, I think, with like a peachy keen face stamped on it. So I just wanted to show you that. Love to, you know, reuse negative space things so they're not wasted. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon with more crafty videos, especially more KSCraft projects. Thank you to Hannah for sending me all of these wonderful dies. They're awesome. And yeah, there's also a Christmas bundle available on AliExpress too if you want to save some money and order a bunch of them at once. All right, I will be back soon. Thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.